Hi, I'm Lou, and today I'm going to show you how to ruin a Stihl chainsaw in 10 minutes. Most people already know this, but the easiest way to ruin your chainsaw is to not put enough oil in your gas. For example, you could put a 1-gallon mixer in a 1.25-gallon gas can. I think these should be illegal, actually. Another way is to eyeball a 2-gallon mixer in a 1-gallon tank and blow it. Generic 2-cycle oil is fine, but it's easy to mess up the mix. There is a marine version of 2-cycle oil for boats, and you don't want that. Make sure it says chainsaws. The lesson here is if you don't want to ruin your saw, always have 50-to-1 mix or slightly more oil. Another common but bad practice is to use starting fluid or ether to help start your chainsaw. While this stuff is amazing for lawnmower engines, it can actually strip the oil out of the fuel and cause scoring on your piston like this. The next super surprising but yet super easy way to destroy your chainsaw is by messing up these carburetor settings. Amazingly, this little chainsaw engine packs just as much punch as this 3-horsepower mini bike engine. The downside is that it's pretty darn fragile. You can mess with carb settings all day long on these and never hurt the engine. One wrong turn here, specifically tightening the H screw too much, can ruin your saw. This is the high-speed setting that controls how fast your saw is running at wide open throttle. Too tight and your saw will scream for 10 minutes and then self-destruct. A link in the description shows how to tune these properly. The last 2 ways to kill your chainsaw involve an air leak. Unlike a 4-cycle engine, crankcase pressure is very important on these 2-cycle engines. As your saw ages, these crankcase seals here and here can start to leak and eventually burn up your engine. You'll know this is happening when your saw doesn't idle right but does better on one side or the other. If you suspect a problem, you should use a leak tester like this, and if it fails, you need to replace those seals. There's a link on how to do all this below. This is your carburetor, and it's connected to the engine with this rubber boot to protect against vibration. Yanking on your saw like this is a great way to rip that rubber boot, cause a leak, and blow your engine. Forcing your saw to cut with a dull chain can also overheat it and kill the engine. Your saw should be creating chips like this, not dust like this. Chain sharpening link below. Now you know a lot of great ways to kill your Stihl chainsaw. Some of these methods also work for Stihl blowers and trimmers. If you really didn't want to kill your chainsaw engine, I have a link below on how to replace it for $40. If you need more help, there's a lot of great people in the Chainsaw Repair group on Facebook. Special shout out to admin Mark William Wood, who taught me nearly everything I know. Thanks for watching.